Fantastic stuff, Shara. Thank you. Thank you for waking us up and inspiring us this morning. That was fantastic. So, next up, we have Amelia Womack. The amazing Amelia, she is the youngest person in a leadership role in any political party in this country, and she's a great speaker. Welcome, Amelia.
Fantastic speech, and some great jokes in there. After all those jokes, I hope I don't make a right pig's ear of this, but honestly, it's an absolute pleasure to be here today with so many of you in Bournemouth, and I've been Deputy Leader with Shara now for a year, and what a year it's been. With record numbers of members, a quadrupled vote in the general election, and our two biggest conferences in history. This year, I've travelled the country from St Ives to Scunthorpe, from Norwich to Newcastle. I've met hundreds of members who are passionate about our radical yet rational politics. People who joined our party because they're sick and tired of politics that tells us that change is possible within a broken system that we have today. They found a party that recognises there's no economy without a planet. They found a politics we need to protect future generations. They found more than a party. They found a movement. They're green because we're not just talking about the future that we want to see. We're taking action. Whether it's Green Party members standing up to Lambeth Council for demolishing social housing, or activists stopping fracking in Lancashire, or Green voices fighting the blood ban for gay men in Wales. Greens are taking politics beyond the ballot box. In communities around Britain, our broken system is meeting its match. In the movements on our streets, on picket lines, in homes across the country, as resistance against evictions grow. And it's this system that meets its match in Parliament too. Caroline has consistently called out the government on their disastrous plans to strip away renewables. She's spoken up for our welfare state when no one else would. She shamed the Prime Minister for allowing Britain's arms trade to devastate communities across the globe. And say, thank you, Caroline. You make us all proud. In recent months, the Green Party has been fighting for something on which no other political party has been consistent, something for which the free market simply doesn't provide: kindness and solidarity to our fellow human beings. As Shara mentioned, it was 5 months ago, it was Natalie, and Natalie alone, who confronted the Prime Minister live on the leaders' debates on the scandal of accepting only 142 vulnerable Syrian refugees at that time. She stood up and said what needed to be said in the face of a political establishment that had lost its humanity. That moment encapsulated our politics, standing up for those who were ignored, speaking truth to power, and challenging the idea that those born outside the UK are somehow less than deserving than those who are born here. In August, Shara and I visited the refugee camp in Calais, as he mentioned, where we heard powerful, distressing, and inspiring stories. At that time, the people we met were surprised to meet British politicians who were even interested in them. Yet, only a month later, thousands of people took part in a march for refugees in London, and Britain's politicians began to wake up. Because unlike our government's desperate desire to blame a financial crisis on the weakest in our society, be it new arrivals from abroad or people on disability benefits, I'm proud that we have never, and we will never, resort to that kind of politics. The refugee crisis, like so many of the challenges we face, is one that does not respect the boundaries of nations. We are an internationalist party. It's for that reason, that philosophy at our heart of everything we do, that Greens will be saying we want to remain in the European Union, and that we'll work with our allies, from Syriza to German Greens, to make the EU more democratic, more accountable, and less of a vehicle for market economics. When shares are traded across borders within seconds, the workforce is spread across the continent. We need an international organization that tames the excesses of casino capitalism and protects people's rights. And when our environment is shared, the protection of it must be shared too. As we approach the Paris climate talks this December, the Greens Party position in the European Union has never been more crucial. We owe immense thanks to our 3 inspiring MEPs, Jean, Keith, Molly, for all the work they do to encourage the EU to take the lead on tackling climate change. There will be no solution to the climate crisis with no positive change in the European Union, unless together we overturn the creaking economic order at home as well. This means utterly reimagining our economy and re-empowering our society. It means strengthening our local communities, producing things closer to home. It means guaranteeing people a decent wage. It means recognizing the impacts of our environment on our health and protecting public spaces accordingly. It means recognizing that a system that puts profit before anything else does our society and does our planet immeasurable harm. We need a truly green economy in the UK. Only that will deliver the decent society both now and for generations to come. It will see our commons restored, public services back in public hands, and power held locally. A green economy will see land handed back from the few to the many and will provide for everyone. Next year, as more people see hope in what we stand for, we will win elections in Wales, in London, in Liverpool, in Scotland, and across local councils. In Wales, we have an opportunity to make history with our very first Greens getting elected into the Welsh Assembly. It's places like Newport, where I'm from, where people's lives are being ruined by the government's dogmatic determination to cut social security and dismantle public services, and where Greens are fast becoming recognised as common sense. So with these elections on the horizon, this is our chance to make the changes in local areas that we will know help shift priorities across Europe and beyond. The tide is turning. Our values of democracy, of equality, of sustainability are shaking the foundations of the political establishment. In its ruins, we are building a new kind of politics.